What's happening, guys? It's Emmanuel from LiveFree. Today, we're going to be diving into personal development. As a trader, you might think that personal development has nothing to do with your trading, but trading is perhaps one of the most difficult crafts out there to master. 90% of traders who come to the game fail, and when I started to trade and I realized I might not have the capacity or the emotional stability to do this because from a mental standpoint, I was weak. What I went to was personal development. Starting to develop myself, starting to develop my mind really helped me in my journey. And today, I'm going to be sharing 5 lessons I have learned from 10 years of personal development. Let's waste no time. Let's jump right into it. One of the very first lessons that I learned as I started my journey into personal development is the importance of having goals. As human beings, we are goal-oriented, and in order for us to become the best possible version of ourselves, at any point in time, we need to have something that we are constantly reaching for. And I found this to be true for myself because when I am at my best, I'm always striving for something. In comparison to when I have nothing to strive for. Nothing happens by chance. Nothing happens by accident, right? You don't go from 150 pounds to 200 pounds of muscle by accident. You need to want it. You need to have a goal, right? You don't become a millionaire overnight because you stumble upon millions of dollars, right? You don't become maybe a YouTuber overnight unless that's something that you want, right? And you're willing to work towards that goal. So if you are going to accomplish anything in life, the very foundational aspect of it is you need to have goals. And oftentimes I find when I hit my goal that it's not the goal that matters. It is the journey. It is getting there, what I have learned, who I have become. But the key thing about accomplishing goal is like a warrior who wins a battle. What he gains from that is confidence. The more goals you accomplish, the more confident you become. As I continued my journey into personal development, one thing that I struggled with significantly was motivation. You hear this all the time. Be motivated, stay motivated. You watch all motivational videos and you still have no motivation. How does that happen, right? And I think that at some point in life, we all find ourselves in the same position where you're going to struggle with motivation. And one of the things that I learned is that the feeling that you're seeking is in the action, right? You want to feel motivated, but you're not going to feel motivated sitting on the couch. You're not going to feel motivated laying in bed. This right here is understanding that what you are seeking, whatever motivation you are seeking, right, or whatever feeling that you're seeking is in the action. If you want to go to the gym and you don't have the desire or you don't feel like going, understand that when you get to the gym, right, that feeling will come. And I always find this to be true because with trading, I've been trading for so many years, and there are times where I don't feel like looking at the charts anymore. I don't want to look at the markets. I don't feel like backtesting. I don't feel like doing what I have to do in order to perfect my craft, in order to improve myself as a trader. And what I always find is if I sit on the backside too long, right, or sit down or take time off too long, I don't feel like doing it at all. But when I get back into it, I'm like, man, I love this. I can't believe, what was I complaining about, right? So I always get the feeling in the action. A lot of things in life you're not going to feel like doing, especially if it is not pleasurable or if it's something that requires delayed gratification. So the feeling is in the action. The third lesson I learned goes by the saying, conquer your morning and you will conquer your day. How you start your morning is extremely important because your morning sets the pace for the rest of your day. If you start your morning in a chaotic manner, if you start your morning stressed out, you're likely setting that tone or that vibration for the rest of your day. And scientists say stress deteriorates productivity. They also say that the reticular activating system of your brain is open the first 20 minutes of your day. So the first information you take in, the first 20 minutes of your day will have a significant high impact because that actually opens up, the doorway to your subconscious mind is actually open because you're just coming from dreamland, right? So you're definitely a lot more susceptible to negative news. If you engage in that, they will have a strong hold on you. So for me, I don't like to hear any bad news in the morning. I don't like to even open my phone, look my text message, look on Instagram, look on any of my social media platform in the morning. How do you conquer your morning? The very first thing I started to do is waking up earlier before I start my trading day, or before I have to do anything, or any sort of obligations, right? If I have to go somewhere in the morning, I will get up a couple of hours earlier so I can at least prime myself for the day that I am about to have, right? Read, meditate, I can journal, write down some of the things that I'm grateful for. Some days, depending on how I'm feeling, I might even do some yoga, like a 15 to half hour yoga, depending on how sore I am from my workouts. But a lot of these things allows me to maintain a certain level of calm and a certain level of peace, right? So conquering your morning is perhaps one of the best things that you can do for yourself, because your mornings, you can definitely get a lot more insights. Those 2 hours, I always find the first 2 hours of my morning are perhaps the most productive out of my whole day. It's actually insane. Another lesson that I learned is that time does not bring more wisdom or knowledge. This might be quite counter to what you have been told. I remember as a kid, when I was growing up, I was told that, hey, the older you get, the wiser you will become, the more knowledgeable you will become. And I, as an adult now, I found that to be extremely incorrect, because I know that everything that I've acquired took effort. Nothing comes with time. Time is your friend. Time is also your worst enemy, because as a human being, right, if you are not getting better, you are getting worse. So time doesn't bring anything for you other than the passing of time. You are going to age. So in terms of wisdom, in terms of knowledge, in terms of becoming someone of value, you have to put the effort into acquiring all those skills. A skill isn't just gonna drop on your lap, right? More wisdom isn't gonna just drop on your lap. If you want to learn how to do something, you want to learn how to become a successful trader, you want to learn how to be a successful entrepreneur, you want to learn how to navigate certain situations in life, maybe relationships or whatever. Yes, you might experience certain situations that will give you some level of education and teaching, but for the most part, as human beings, we don't always learn the easy way, right? We learn the very, very hard way. So what I find is that time doesn't bring wisdom or knowledge. And then also scientists also say that the brain stops developing after the age of 25. 25, I believe 25 to 27 or so, or 26, that's when your brain stops developing. So whoever you are, when you are, 25, 26, that's likely who you be for the rest of your life. That is scary. I find that scary, unless you do what is necessary, which is you continue to work on yourself. You continue to improve, right? Whatever you want to acquire, whatever skill you want to acquire, you continue to learn. The final lesson I'm going to bring to the table today is don't be afraid to ask for help. As human beings, in order for us to deal with some of the complex problems that we will experience in life, we need perspective, and you can gain perspective from other people. You can gain perspective from reading a book. You can gain perspective from watching something inspiring, or just, a conversation with someone in passing could even give you the perspective that you need. The saying is, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. As human beings, our job as social creatures is to help one another. So when you're struggling with something, rather than trying to solve it or figure it out all on your own, learning how to reach over to someone who might have some of the answers, right? Or who look like they have the answers, or they know the answer, is totally okay. Because the way that we are raised as kids is you go to school, and in school you're taught you got to know it, you got to do your homework. And when you're doing your exams, you definitely can't work with the next person. You can't figure out the answers. You can't ask for the answers, right? But life is not like that. In order for you to win, sometimes you can't always win alone. You can't win without trying to learn from other people or gain, get the answers from other people. When I wanted to start working out and I was 150 pounds, I didn't know anything about putting on weight, lifting, or anything like that. I just went to the gym and I started to talk to some of the biggest guys in there. Any day that I was in there and there was a guy who was bigger than I was, which was probably most of the people there at the time, I would always ask him, "Hey man, how you doing? You got any tips for me?" Same thing. You want to become successful. If you know someone who is successful in your life, aren't they the best person to go ask? Right? Ask people. Always learning, asking questions, but always willing to ask for help when it's needed, because it will help give you perspective and it will also help you move quicker and faster towards whatever you are seeking. And that's the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you found this video insightful. If you have any lessons that you've learned on your journey that you'd like to share with us today, feel free to leave a comment down below. On your way out, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I will see you on the next video. Hope you're out there living free. Cheers.